Yo, yo, yo. What is up? What is up? We are here in Denver, Colorado. Here in Denver with the A321. Gonna head down to Dallas. Then we'll see what we can get into out of there. The weather's not looking so great here. Here in Denver with the A321. Weather's not looking so great here, but you know, we'll still be getting a move on. We do have Denver Approach online today, so we'll have some ATC getting out of here, but that's about it. But as of right now, we're going to go ahead, hop in, get this puppy fired up. Gonna come over and file my flight plan. I've not done that yet. Cruising altitude today, 37,000 feet, about an hour and a half en route down to Denver. Got batteries on, emergency lights on, no smoking on. We won't turn seatbelts on yet because we don't have fuel on board. Get those air conditioners turned down, cruise supply on, IRS is on. Go over here, import that from SimBrief. Alright, so importing our flight from SimBrief, we're going to bring this down a little bit. We'll probably be out of here 30 minutes or so. Smoke detector fault. I don't know why I keep getting that warning. Come down to the FMGC, init request. We'll get our flight number. We're American 1132. Invalid flight plan uplink. I don't know if it's a Phoenix problem or what, but I just keep getting invalid flight plan uplink. I've been getting it so much recently. Like I don't really know what it is. If anybody knows, please do let me know. Gonna try this again. We'll re-import. Try a different flight plan. Let's see, that one works. Like, just don't get it sometimes. Don't get it. I'm gonna have to contact Approach and tell them we're uploading a different flight plan. 12035. Well, we're doing that. Get this plugged in. Cost index today, 47. Cruise altitude 350. Over, get our wind request. Why my doors aren't opening. There we go. Alright, wind is in there. Come over. We're just gonna load the aircraft instantly. 18,000 pounds of fuel. Send that to the McDo. Send that on over.
Endeavor approach to Southwest 1446, staying at Charlie 46 with information November, crash push start. Southwest 1446, Denver departure. Good afternoon. Thanks for the aid. Push and start is approved. Push straight back to the first line.
Push straight back for the first line at Southwest 1446.
Denver approach American 1132. We had uploaded a flight plan originally, but we had a problem with it loading it into our FMGC, so we tried to plug in another one, but it said flight plan was blocked. What should we do?
American 1132. Usually the way that I resolve that is disconnect from the network, click the file button again, and then reconnect, and it should go through.
Roger, we'll do that for American 1132. All right, so we'll disconnect, go to VATSIM, file this. It still says flight plan blocked. We could change our call sign. I'm just going to change my call sign to 1133. And then go 11.
Napa Novola 3605. The winds at Denver now 360 at 10, runway 35 right, clear land.
There we go. I think you just got my flight plan too, right as I did that. And Denver approach, we're back. We filed again as American 1133.
American 1133, got it. Expect PDC.
Expect PDC. All right, got the PDC. All right. Sleek to departure. For flight. Actually, let me check the ATIS, make sure. Departure ATIS. Runway 8, runway 25, 34 left. Whoops. Did not mean to do that.
Denver approach, good day, Napolovola 7592, understand Pacific flight level 140, direct to IBA.
I have to turn that down.
Napolovola 7592, Denver approach, radar contact.
Let's see here.
Northeast, 1 mile high VOR. The Denver altimeter 2975.
Trying to see which one we're closest to. We're close to 8. We're not really close to 25. Honestly, I'm assuming he's going to give us 8. Runway 8 for departure. So, runway 8, we have the Sleek 2 departure.
2975, runway 35 right, via dog, Napolovola 7592.
We're going to get off the frequency for a second. All right. Contact him for push, for frequency, climb via SID, squawk 1470. Sleek to departure. All right, flight plan looks good. I expect runway 8. Yep. In our PDC. And let's see what altimeter is. Departure ATIS. 2975. Just put this into 350. Plane will climb via the SID. All right, we got to contact him, push and starts information in November right now. Information November. All right. Should be ready to go. We'll go ahead and get the APU started. Start. Get that fired up so we are ready to go whenever we call up for push. We can close our doors. Boarding is complete. Boarding isn't complete, but the loading is. APU's firing on up. Feels good to be back in the sim. Very happy to be back. Get my information here into Volanta. Because I love tracking my flights in Volanta. Alright, APU's fired up. Everything looks good. Get that beacon light on. GPU, everything's disconnected. And prepare for pushback and departure. No, we will not interrupt pushback. This guy.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
The American GSX profile is good. Like, it gives you this tug. I hate the Delta one. It gives you the tug that like picks up the front tire, and it's just not very realistic. It sucks.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Here comes the tug. Gotta close our doors, close our doors.
Locking gear.
Get that screenshot in, baby. Let's go. All right, we'll go ahead and call for push. And, oh, we're not on frequency. Denver approach American 1133, gate Charlie 36, request push and start. With November.
3 Denver departure, good afternoon. Push starts cruise, push straight back to the first line.
Straight back to the first line, have November on board, American 1133. All right, straight pushback.
Release parking brakes, please.
APU bleed. Get these fuel pumps on. And parking brakes are off.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Switch to ignition. And engine 2, start.
Roger.
Assuming the squiggly line is the first line he wants me to push back to. Seems like that's Charlie 5. I love this livery, man. It is beautiful. Well, I guess we're stopping here. This is not the first line, I don't think.
Please set parking brakes.
Novella Vola, 3605 from Echo Delta, taxi Mike, and
We're gonna go
Alpha November.
into here, unfortunately. we're going to stop that. We're going to connect the tug.
Southwest 1446, RNF2 Kidding, runway 8, clear for
And just
takeoff.
push back until we
We've
get
got
to that
the
first
for
line.
runway 8 right through checklist.
Roger.
Invisible push.
Napoli-Lavola 7592. The wind is 360
That's
at
good.
10. Runway 35 right, clear to land.
Alright, parking brake set.
Here to land.
Get engine what started.
35 right, Napoli 7592.
It's good enough for me, and then we can pull onto this line whenever he needs it. Engine 2 firing on up.
And their approach, Southwest 1446, right over runway 8 right. I'm sorry, runway 8.
Southwest 1446, cool. RNF2 Kidding, runway 8, clear for takeoff.
Runway 8 clear for takeoff, RNF Kidding, Southwest 1446.
Go ahead and get flaps 2 set. Watch those flaps come down. Start our block time. Oh, good though, good though. Alright. Looks like we're good to go. Bad conditions, we'll get nav light on. Taxi light on. Beacon is on. Ready for taxi. Denver approach American 1133 with November ready. Taxi.
American 1133, runway 8, taxi via Charlie Sierra, Mike.
Runway 8 via Charlie Sierra Mike. American 1133. Alright, Charlie Sierra. Just make this right turn. Turn our start to norm. Parking brake off. And we'll get that APU off, APU bleed off. Alright, alright, alright. Charlie Sierra, and then Mike is going to be the third left up here. There goes Southwest off in the distance. Let's see where he's headed. He is headed to... Never mind, I don't think that's Southwest. Oh, yeah, it is. He's headed to Dallas Love. Well, we'll be chasing him down to Dallas.
Southwest 1446, radar contact, stay altitude.
Denver departure, Southwest 1446, past 7,500 for 10,000, RNF Kidding.
Southwest 1446, thank you. Climb unrestricted, flight level 230.
Climb unrestricted, flight level 230.
There's Kilo.
1446.
This is Lima. And then here's Mike. We'll take Mike all the way down to runway 8. Keep on that center line, boy. Should be a pretty smooth flight. It looked like there was some weather just right here outside of Denver. Never mind, it's going to be rough for a little bit. There's actually some big storms. There's actually some really big storms on. Like pretty much until we get out of Colorado. But hopefully we'll be above them in not too long. Predicted wind shear off. Make sure that door's locked. Cabin a ping.
Correction, Papa 6, sorry.
Napola 7592. Welcome to Denver. Taxi Papa 7.
What was that call sign, man?
Echo Delta, Mike.
Napavola.
Taxi Papa 6, Echo Delta Mike, Napola 7592.
Napavola. Napavola. Mascaramba.
JetBlue 1497, gate Bravo 46, ready to push and start information Oscar.
JetBlue 1497. Thanks for Oscar. Push and start is approved. Push.
Oh.
Straight back to the
Well, I mean, he could have told me that information Oscar was current. Like, geez.
American 1133. RNAV 2 kidding. Runway 8 clear for takeoff.
RNAV kidding, runway 8 clear for takeoff, American 1133. So what's the altimeter? That's still 9.75. Alright, clear for takeoff. Landing lights on, strobe on, nav and logo are on, beacon's already on. Flaps set. We're just going to do a rolling takeoff here. Slow it down into the corner. We're just going to keep it rolling. We're going to line up. Once we get straight, just go full toga. Lined up, runway 8 identified and verified. Keep it rolling, let those engines spool up. 1.2, Mantoga, SRS runway, auto thrust is blue. Maintain that center line. Blowing around a little bit of a crosswind here. Wind's kind of switching up. Knots a minute ago. V1. Rotate. Man, flaps 2 get this thing in the air. Positive rate, gear up. Get 1 notch of flops out.
1133, radar contact the altitude.
Passing 6,500, 1133.
American 1133, climb unrestricted, flight level 230.
Unrestricted flight level 230, American 1133. Alright, unrestricted, we'll go open climb. Bring the thrust back to climb. Cool angle right there. Those little winglets. Keep that climb coming. Once we get to about 9,000, actually we'll take those flaps out now, we're speeding up.
Denver approaching 2676, ready for push and start with Oscar.
United 2676, Denver departure, good afternoon. Thanks for Oscar. Push and start is approved. Push straight back to the first line.
Push and start approved, straight back to the first line, United 2676.
South Southwest 1446, leaving my airspace to the south, center's offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved. Have a great flight.
Harvard Unicom, Southwest 1446, for ATC. We'll see you later.
Goodbye.
Be nice if we get some ATC on in Dallas. That would be clutch. That would be nice. Go, looks like we're going to get into the rain a little bit here. But should get above it pretty quickly. It doesn't look like clouds are too high. Alright, through 10,000, landing lights coming off. Keep strobes on, keep beacons on. Going to be in IMC, so we'll keep nav light on. And I forgot to start my chrono. Nice. Into the rain.
Airport Stripping 1497, ready taxi, runway 08.
There's some heavy precip up here. We're gonna be going through it.
Via Lima, hold short Echo Delta.
Lima, hold short, Echo Delta, JetBlue 1497.
Whoa, that was weird. Because all of a sudden went blind. What is up with this weather? That was really weird. This weather's looking a little glitchy. Little glitchy for some reason.
Chicago procede a la volazione final to hold short Echo Delta.
Napa Vola 7592, taxi Mike and say parking.
Yeah, what up, Harrison?
Mike, right or left? Please, Napa volazione final.
Left turn southbound on Mike.
Beautiful climb out, though.
Left, Mike. Thank you, Napa volazione
Ah,
final.
come on.
Have a great day.
It's not focusing on the aircraft. Probably because of all these clouds, it doesn't really want to focus on the aircraft.
United 2676.
Anti-ice on.
Flux normal, please.
Let's see. Where this is.
2676, thank you. Runway 8, taxi via.
I don't know which one's outside air temperature, like which one you would follow. So obviously, if we're in visible moisture, you'd be below 5 Celsius. But not below 5.
You at Lima behind that JetBlue, United 2676.
JetBlue 1497, right turn on.
We'll turn off that.
And then runway 8, taxi via.
Turn off the anti-ice once we get out of this
Right turn,
visible moisture.
then taxi via Mike, JetBlue.
Yeah, that's some rough storms over there. Kind of avoiding it. Looking at VATSIM map. We're avoiding the deep stuff. Yeah, it's just off to our left.
Straight back to first line.
Straight to first call for taxi, Walker 3586.
I don't know what's up with my stream quality. I need to figure it out because just keeps like my game looks so good right now and just the stream quality doesn't. Alright, through 18,000 standard pressure.
2676, traffic will be no factor. So runway 8, taxi via
Alright, out of the visible
Sierra,
moisture.
Mike. all the way.
Anti-ice off.
Bravo Sierra Mike for 2676.
Yeah, we never turned our seatbelt signs on. Nice.
American 1133, leave my airspace to the south. Center's offline. Rear services terminate. Frequency change approved. Have a great flight.
Frequency change approved, American 1133. See, I appreciate it. Alright. Out of his airspace, we'll clear ourselves up to 35,000. And over to Unicom. Hopefully we get some center online. Dallas Center will hop on or something. Dallas approach. Just grinding away. Why is this focus not stay on? It sucks in weather. It's like difficult to keep it on. Hmm. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to figure out this overlay, how to get it in the right spot so we can see all that info. There we go. Now we got that overlay up there. I'll probably make it... I'll have to optimize it, see what we can... see the best way to get it up there. That looks pretty good. We'll keep it just like that for now. If we start streaming a lot this summer, we'll we'll do a custom Monka Premium, and we can do a custom custom overlay. That would be pretty cool. There we go. I think that, yeah, that looks good. That looks nice. Figure out this drone mode. So that's the thing. We want it on... I guess we don't want it on drone lock. Whoa. Looking good. Whoopsie daisy. We lost our airplane. Alrighty guys, quick check in here. Let's see, still cruising along. We got about, actually let's put in our arrival. Go ahead and do that. We're going to be the Jovem 5 arrival. We're planning for 18 right. ILS 18 right. Jovem 5 via Medano. We got top of descent in about 240 miles. Looking good though. About halfway there, almost halfway there. Cruising here at 35,000 feet. Clear skies. Go ahead and get the seatbelt lights off. Out of IMC for a while now. You can get nav light off. Beacon and strobe stay on. We are looking good. Hope you're enjoying these views up here at 35,000. Wow. Got the new drone camera working. Got the overlay working. Stream looks good. We'll see you soon.
there's a tool for every job. But when it comes to PDFs and e-signatures, Adobe Acrobat is the only tool you need for any PDF job. It's the all-in-one, get-it-done solution for editing your PDFs, sharing them, even getting them signed. Lots of jobs, one tool. Acrobat's got it. Try it today.
by defeating all that threatens it, by winning the battles that will shape what's to come, together. We are Marines. We were made for this.
Get ready for Universal Epic Universe, featuring the wizarding world of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, and Super Nintendo World. Opens May 22nd at Universal Orlando Resort. Tickets and packages on sale now at universalorlando.com.
think of hot, you might think about the tragic time you ate too much wasabi. Or about getting into your car on a summer day when it feels more like stepping into a sauna. But heat can work in your favor, like during Verizon Red Hot Deal Days. Get hundreds of hot deals on all your favorites, like iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence, Apple Watch Series 10, and iPad, on any plan. Only until May 28th for new and existing customers. Offer available on My Plan. Only at Verizon.
Alrighty, guys, checking back in. Here at 35,000, we're about 60 miles, give or take, from our top of descent. Looking good, looking good. Any ATC on? Dallas approach? Nothing. Alright, I'm gonna get the CTAF 12655. One, 2, 6, 5, 5 is in. Music playing really lightly in the background. Just chilling along, man. Just cruising along. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get my charts pulled up. Let's see. Whenever I'm flying in America, it's easy because I have 4 flights, so I can just use the real charts instead of using like Navigraph or something. All right, airport. We are planning for the ILS 18, right? All right, we're gonna go ahead and brief this approach. All right, go ahead and brief this approach. So the ILS localizer, runway 18 right into Dallas. 1.111.9, approach course 176. Obviously, that's done automatically here in the Airbus. Runway length 13,400. Touchdown zone elevation 607. All right, we have There's no ATIS. Tower. Got our CTAF frequency right here, 12655. Our initial approach fix is... This is interesting. There's no initial approach fix. It's just the intermediate fix of ICL. Alright, well, intermediate fix ICL at or above 4,000. Johan at or above 3,000. Legri at or above 3,000. And then Nettie's our final approach fix. Glide slope intercept at or above 2,400. We'll probably, depending on how this approach looks, we'll be coming pretty much straight in. So this will be good. And minimum's 807. Timer 212 from the final approach. Misapproach is climbing to 1,100, then a climbing right turn to 3,000 on a heading of 250. All right, simple, easy enough. All these approaches are pretty easy, so the approaches into the big airports are not that hard. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start descending. We'll take it down to 4,000 because that is what our initial point on the ILS is. And then we should be able to capture it. Should be good. We'll get our destination data in. Here, get to Dallas Fort Worth METAR if I can reload it. Altimeter 2960, temperature 28. 2960. Very low pressure here in Dallas today. Must be some bad weather. And minimums were 807. 807 in the barrel. 2960. That is no good.
Fort Worth traffic, Southwest 3025 on final runway 18 right.
Checkers and Rally's $4 unbeatable meal deal changes every.
Fort Worth traffic, southwest 3025, clear from runway 18 right, taxiing the gate.
I'll go ahead and get that altimeter set.
Fort Worth traffic, American 50 departing 17 right on the Zach for departure to the east. Fort Worth.
2960 is set. At this point, we're going to go direct to Ickle.
Fort Worth traffic, southwest 3025, crossing runway 18 left.
Alright, get the music turned off. Fort Worth traffic, American 1133, 40 miles to the north inbound, ILS runway 18 right, Fort Worth.
Fort Worth traffic, Delta 1856, taxiing Lima to 17 right, Fort Worth traffic.
Hey man, it's nice to hear a bunch of people on Unicom. You have like two big storms, one behind us and the one in front of us, but looks like this doesn't really show any over the field, but we'll see. Gotta get down though. We'll go ahead and get these on. Try nav lights on. Looks like we're going to be going through IMC. So airplane's keeping that 250 at least. I get worried always that we're going to get fast, but it's holding that 250 if speed breaks out, but it still looks pretty good. Fortunately. Holding that 250. Go catch that VNAV profile. We'll be looking really good. We're just going to hold 250 coming in here, though. You can take the speed brakes out. Maybe.
Fort Worth traffic, southwest 3025, arrived at gate, signing off.
Looking good coming in and out of the clouds here. This livery's so sick. Love this livery. Good throwback, man. That U.S. Airways is so nice. Probably gonna do a stream tomorrow, some Delta Ops, do some shorter flights. Hopefully get 2 flights in. I think tonight we're just gonna be doing 1, but hopefully get 2 flights in tomorrow. Probably go Atlanta to Myrtle Beach and then Myrtle Beach to Atlanta. Just kind of rip those back and forth. Might even do 3 legs, not back.
Traffic, Delta 1856 departing 17 right, Fork 3 departure, Fort Worth traffic.
Not back to Myrtle, or back to, yeah, we'll probably go Atlanta to Myrtle Beach to Atlanta, and then maybe another short flight out of there, depending on the time and how long we're taking. It should be good. Hope we get more people tuning in. Should be a fun time. We're cruising though. We still pretty much have a tailwind. I mean, our ground speed's 315. Yeah, there's that storm. I don't know if we're going to get down before it or we're going to be right in it. We'll have to see. But I'm trying to get that 4th out. All right, who's this? There's 2 planes right there that are really close to each other. All right, well, if this guy is inbound, I mean, he's not making calls on the frequency. Change over 1, 2. Air Canada 1031, you on frequency? Air Canada 1031, you on frequency? Sweet. Air Canada 1031, you on frequency?
Air Canada 1031.
What runway are you planning for?
18 right, Air Canada 1031.
Alright, it looks like we're going to get there about the same time as you. We'll slow down and probably do a 360 here. Let you go in front of us.
I appreciate that, Air Canada 1031.
Yeah, you're welcome. It'd be nice if you could make calls. Bro, he's 200 feet. Less than 5 miles. We actually should have gotten in front of him, but whatever. Get flaps 1 out to help us hold speed. Honestly, he should have let us go in front of him, but it's whatever. Made him make 1 call. I hate when people do that. Whatever, man. Look at that beauty. Alright. We're to get on like a 360 heading. And then once we get even with Ickle, we'll go back in. That was annoying because I didn't even realize we were in front of him. He should have let us go. We can honestly go direct echo now. Direct echo.
Dallas forward traffic, Air Canada 731, established ILS 18 right, forward.
I'd bet you're established there, buddy. That's actually so annoying. Like, he's on frequency and he didn't make one call. We were actually, that's stupid. I shouldn't have done that. I should have been like, yeah, can you move? Quick little 360. Never hurt anyone. Man, I'm looking at my Volante. That was actually a really good 360. That was nice. All right, wind check 170 at 17, gusting 28. It's windy, but it's right down the chute. Should be all right. All right, we'll go ahead and get approach mode armed. Thing is, we're at 4,000 feet, but we're still only a 20-mile final. Almost 17 miles. There's localizer coming in. I don't know why we're not capturing that glide. Should be. I mean, we should be able to be capturing that glide right now. Oh yeah, baby, we're in the IMC.
Dallas forward traffic, Air Canada 1031, 5-mile final, 18 right, move forward.
I don't know why I'm not capturing that glide. It's weird. All right, we get ground spoilers armed. Auto brakes on medium. And we'll slow down now to 180. And we'll get that sim sound up. Flaps 2. Go ahead, gear down. Forward traffic, American 1133, about a 13-mile final, established ILS 18 right. Flaps 3 and flaps full. Get the speed brakes out for now. Nice shot right there. Should capture the glide right here at Leggery. When our VNAV right here and the dot follows in. If we don't, we're going to have to hand fly it, but it should capture glide. There we go. Alright, glide slope active, localizer active. Take her down to minimums. 33 knot direct headwind. We'll go ahead and reduce final approach 140 plus half the wind. So 9, 149. All right, go ahead and get those landing rate guesses locked in. Minus 234. That's probably a pretty good guess. I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's gusty. Forward traffic, American 1133. 5 mile final, 18 right. Fort Worth. Ground speed 127 knots. We're barely moving out here. Love these screenshots. We're gonna give it a little more speed. I just think this, I mean, obviously our airspeed's up, but the ground spoiler's armed. It's armed. 1,000. Whoa. What just happened? That was wind shear. We just went from a direct 30 knot headwind to a 40 knot crosswind. Oh my goodness. Alright, now we're really crapping it in. We're high. Gotta get down. Oh my goodness. 500. What kind of wind change was that? Look at it. Honestly, this would probably be a go around just because now we're really high. Wind's jacking us up. Minimum's landing.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Wow, that was a slammer. Yeah, I don't know what just happened with those winds. I mean, jeez.
DFW traffic this afternoon, Bergen 62 heavy expecting to runway 17 right via
60 knots.
Yankee and Kilo.
Reverse auto brakes disengaged. I don't know what is going on. I feel like my auto rudder's almost on. That was a slammer. About 600 feet per minute. 1.07 G's isn't terrible, but man, that wind was crazy. Fort Worth traffic, American 1133, clear runway 18 right. Fort Worth. That was insane. Alright, go ahead and get autopilot on, landing lights off, taxi, nav off. 1, 2, 3. APU started. Don't know who that is. A350. Okay. We'll hold short here. Yeah, I mean, that was just absurd. I'm watching back on the stream right now. .28 knot, direct headwind, and then just the plane just goes straight sideways. 51 knot crosswind. Did my weather change? Like, still got live weather. I don't know where this guy's going. What kind of... I don't think there's any A350s that fly out of Tej. Looks like the game doesn't know what airline that is. Tej A350 going to Kahului. Interesting. All right, well, we'll go ahead and continue taxi. And we're probably just gonna go to one of those gates straight ahead. Delta 24 is right up here. So Delta 20 or not. Delta 25A. No. American. Right. Clear left. Dallas confuses me with the way like their taxiways are right outside the gates. Like I don't know which one of those you're supposed to follow in. I'm assuming this is our gate. Looks to be. Do we have a marshal? Oh shoot, I think we're one gate to the right. Yeah. 25A. Shoot. Bad luck, bad luck. Oh, this is going to be impossible. And turn it hard. That was a horrible parking job. Nice. Trying to find like a good camera angle. There we go. Alright, shut up, I'm sorry. This is where we're staying. Alright, IFU's on. Go engine 1 off, engine 2 off. GSX. Requesting boarding, ground services, chocks and cones, GPU. Connect to the ground power. Seatbelts off, no smoking off. Lights all off. Nav off, 3. Fuel pumps off. And batteries off. Alright. Probably needs us to open these. And there we go.
Passengers, the boarding started.
Boom. Alright, go ahead and get the overlay off. Get that music coming back up in a sec. I don't know what's up with my GSX. Like, it's not unloading any of my planes for some reason. Alright, get that music up. Overlay is off. Alright, peace out. We'll see you. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. We'll be streaming again tomorrow. Post the schedule probably tonight. Appreciate it. See ya. Peace.